And I said, well, I'd rather learn it the hard way. So here I am learning it through no self-will of my own. Good morning, Biscuit. I am gonna bring you through the garden. I thought I would show you a fun little peekaboo of my late summer garden. They're fighting over moving gravel, in case you're wondering. But it is looking so beautiful. I have a very small garden this year. I didn't go too crazy in gardening. In years past, I've had bigger gardens. I had so much destruction from snails and slugs that I just kind of kept it small. I've mainly been doing fruit this year, which has been delightful. I have not had to buy fruit in months. I'm hoping to be able to preserve some so that through fall I can avoid having to buy as much fruit too. But it's just been kind of fun to see like how much of the food you actually eat, which for me is a lot of fruit, can you grow. I've been growing pretty much all my own veggies. Didn't manage to grow my own salad this year because the slugs and the snails ate them all the starts. But it's looking so pretty. I thought I'd bring you along because I have to pick some bouquets of flowers and just sit out in the shade and look at the sun, because you know some of us try to avoid too much direct sunlight. Sweet peas are one of my favorite bang for your buck things to grow. They're one of my just top favorite flowers in the whole wide world, and I love growing them every year. My climate, I get pretty late sweet peas. I know other people that just live a few hours away from me and get early summer sweet peas for whatever reason. Our area is a little cooler and just tends to be August is when these bloom. So we've got some zucchini going, pansies, giant pumpkins, and of course some of my favorite green beans. So I love growing snap beans, snap peas, French green beans. I will literally come out all summer from like May on and snack out here. It was so yummy. We've been eating the pansies on cakes. I love gardening. Just a little bounty. It's actually too hot and sunny already outside, so I'm going to wait to pick the rest of the flowers until it cools off a little bit, because I've got plenty to do in the shade or inside today. Oh my gosh. Limelight hydrangeas. I love these. My goal is to just have a yard full of hydrangeas and sweet peas one day. I just have to bite the bullet and buy some more hydrangea plants and stop trying to grow them from cuttings because it hasn't worked. So I have a little tricksy poo because I'm a snicker biscuit. I am going to turn this into a vase. Now, if you want to see a rascally version of me fixing this, because 2 biscuits remember when it broke in the move, you can go check out on Patreon because, woo, a rascally content on there. Let me go grab, I'm missing one piece. It's gonna be good. I got the wrong jar for in there. This jar's got too fat of a bottom. I'm gonna make some joke, but I don't know if that was exactly. Actually, I don't. A fat bottom I know means to have a large bottom, a large buttocks, but I feel like it's also just slang for like voluptuous fabulousness as a lady. Is that true? I don't know. Can a dude have a fat bottom? I don't know. So I put these puppies in here because I don't quite trust the ceramics glue after I fix this. And I love this. I was so sad when it broke. I was so excited to fix it. And now I get to break out I'm going to save these. Actually, I have a little leaf art project for the kiddos. Because everybody's in a foul mood. I'll show you. Yesterday's great scandal. I have spent 5 years growing these Asian pears. This was the first year ever I was going to get them. Had this beautiful branch full, bountiful. I've been babying this 5 years. And Pear and one of her little neighborhood friends, who's no longer allowed at the house because honestly she was on thin ice to begin with. She's one of those kids that has like a naughtiness and lining problem because of instability at home. They broke this off. This was all my pears. I spent so long. Will you tell me, is there anything I can do with these? Can I still eat them? I want to cry. I truly like just couldn't even see straight. I was so bad. So everybody's outside doing chores because we do. She did it on purpose. That's what really got me. And then she got the neighbor kid, and then she got my daughter involved in breaking it too, and then lying about it. And I was like, I have to admit, I'm more mad about the pears than I am even about the lying and breaking. But I'm mad about the lying and breaking too. So I thought, you know what? Let's do some flower arranging. But please tell me if you know of any magical secret way for me to be able to still use those. I would be so delighted. Do we think? This needs another one, doesn't it? Don't know. Let's see. Here, can I bring you more to where I am working? I'm trying to see if there's anything I can. There, boom. I just moved you guys around a little bit, and that should actually. Oh, this is what we're working on. And then I'm doing my sweet peas, because oh my goodness, what's more fun than growing flowers, gossiping with your biscuits, and having a great time. Mm. Some of them do. That's a tough call. Should I tend to lean towards doing flower arrangements excuse me, with a certain like angle in mind, but I could do one that is like all the way around. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards, look at that. Look at how cute that is. Okay, let me do some magic. Ready? Wow, magic. Okay, so I actually made 2. Made this one. It smells so good. Oh my goodness. I love this. I don't do a lot of purples and burgundies and stuff, but I kind of think maybe next year I should grow purple flowers and blues and stuff. I think I might want to get into that. Then let me show you how this one turned out. Look at that. I don't know if you're seeing that. Can you? I'll try to photograph it later. But I think those turned out so cute. So today, I think we're just going to do a huge amount of gardening together and just have a great time realizing that it is, that big harvest season, which for me, I'm so that person that does not do well lingering in the bounty of harvest. I want to be planting and growing and clearing, like, metaphorically speaking. And it's so nice to be still this year and enjoy the harvest bounty and just sit with that. I think it is a life lesson that God was like, listen, girl, you're going to learn this. Do you want to learn it the hard way? Or do you want to learn it the easy way? And I said, well, I'd rather learn it the hard way. So here I am learning it through no self-will of my own. It's good to be still. I actually have some plums in here from the farm that I haven't done anything with, but I need to preserve them into a bunch of puree. Luckily, they're just now getting ripe enough to do that. Normally, I actually preserve them before they ripen. So just when they're still a little pink for tanginess for the flavor, but I think this year we're gonna do a lot of ripe ones. So I thought I'd show you what we're doing. So we're doing brunch today, which we don't frequently do on a random day, but we had morning stuff to do. Homemade baguette. Just warmed it up with lots of butter on it. Fresh picked blackberries. Backyard, well, okay. Farmstead, because we were allowed to have in our backyard. Farmstead eggs with cheese. Just a little simple thing. I'm gonna go toss some green beans on, call it brunchy poo, and then get to work because we're trying to see if we can just eat some of these. No, the one I got before was more ripe. No, okay, this one wasn't ripe. This one I just got was ready. So maybe biscuits. Do I just cook these down into a jam? Maybe. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna salad them too. We're discussing a neighbor's dog that broke into the house today and jumped up on the bed while I was getting paired down for a nap. It was quite surprising, biscuits. I am making dinner, so I'm doing sheet pan meats for Abraham because he loves this, and peppers and zucchini from the garden. And we're gonna do some lasagna, and it is gonna be delicious. I still have a few other things I need to make and cook up today, but I think today ended up just being kind of a getting small tasks done, and I didn't end up getting any of my big tasks done, and that's okay. I'm trying to learn to be better with that. I had a shocking realization today. Shocking, I tell you. Oh my God. That the idea of not being constantly productive made me so uncomfortable. It just popped in my, there was something that came up, and I was like, oh, I would be less productive if I did that, right? If I did this thing, I would just naturally, I wouldn't be as productive. And I thought, oh, that made me so instantly uncomfortable in my skin that I had to sit with him and be like, it's okay. We can have low productivity time. Doesn't even have to be low productivity day. It can just be seasons. That's all right, biscuits. But we can definitely have delicious food day. YouTube magic? Did I make the food appear, or did I spend hours cooking? So we have some beef bolognese lasagna. We've got a little romaine salad. We have roasted veg. I don't have any of the bacon on there, but we'll see if I actually end up eating that. I really made that for the kids. Abraham made all the pepperoni already. That was crispy while we were waiting for everything to finish cooking. These taste so good. Oh my God. You know what I should have roasted in the bacon? Is I should have roasted some chard. That would have been so good, or some kale. But this is a ridiculously full plate. But I don't mind because I'm hungry. I didn't really have lunch today because of just getting everybody a nap and wild dogs coming around. So I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna watch something soothing. Go. Oh my God, biscuits. I was going through my watch history because I was trying to find something to prepare on YouTube, and it is so funny because you can tell I love soothing, comforting entertainment. Like, that is my shtick, because everything on there is just so like, oh, the countryside, gardening, tea parties, relaxation, oh, slow, simple travel bits. And I was like, oh, that's very me. Okay, biscuits, let's go eat together. Let's have a little dinner, finish this vlog.